Hi guys, I hope that everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I just wanted to show you some soaps that I was working on last night. As soon as we got back from in town, I decided to make a few batches of soap before going to sleep. Actually, this first batch is snow cakes, and I made this before we left to go out of town, like the night before Thanksgiving. And yeah, I think this batch is trash. And I really want to cry. I won't, but I really want to. I don't know exactly what I did wrong here, but when I got back and took them out of the mold, the bottoms were all liquid. Like, this is the one bar out of the entire batch that turned out fine, but the bottoms of all of these were liquid. And I think that liquid was lye. It's gone now, but this hand had like a rash break out on the back of it, like all these little raised bubble bumps. I put some vinegar on it to like neutralize it just in case, but I'll let them cure out. And see, I just cut all the bottoms off. I did a zap test, and they're fine, but they're not super firm, so I don't know if I did something wrong when I was mixing them or what. And it really sucks because a good portion of this was a custom order that I did for someone, and I can't sell these, not uncured, not knowing like what they're gonna do. I'll let them cure out and test them on myself first to see like what's left, but I couldn't sell them to someone else not knowing, so I'll see what she wants to do. I'll probably have to order some more oil, suck up the cost of that super expensive fragrance oil, and make it again. But yeah, that's that. That sucks. And then also what I did here was I had like a half an ounce of chai tea fragrance oil left. And I have two customers that really wanted to try it. Well, one really liked it, the other wanted to try the chai tea. I made this small batch, and I guess they'll just buy however many they want. But right now they're kind of this cream yellow color with a white swirl in them, but the yellow beige portion is going to darken up to a tan or a brown. And I'll bevel these out and clean them up, and they're kind of like little guest bar sizes. So that's the chai tea. I use my nifty mode to make those. And then I made a new batch of the Polar Express. And the blue, I don't know if you can even see that on here, but the blue isn't as dark as it was before. It's very pale. It's blue and white, but I can't see. But we'll see what's inside once I cut it. And then lastly, I have a batch of a dupe for Lush's Comforter. So I'll unmold this as well. These are firm enough to come out. And see how they turned out. So I'm going to unmold, slice everything up, take these out, and I'll be right back to let you see how they turned out. Okay, so these are the Polar Express cut. And I actually think these could have used another hour or two in the mold. They were still a little soft, and I think it was still kind of gelling. I don't know. I think that's what that is in the center. So we'll see how that turns out once they get as they cure out. Looks like this little dark spot. And these did turn out lighter than the original batch of Polar Express, but I actually kind of like that because it's more of an ice blue this time. I still have the sparkles on top, and I have the white swirl. There it is. I have the white swirl inside and the textured top. It's still very soft. That's the last one. And then this is the batch of comforter, and the mold really was not trying to let these bars go. Some of them got a little bit messed up, but it'll be okay because once they're firmer, I'll be able to smooth that out with the beveler. And still remains to be seen exactly what's going to happen with the color of this soap. The top portion actually isn't scented at all. The pink and the white parts I was going to swirl in, isn't scented because the fragrance oil has vanilla in it, and it's supposed to turn brown. So I wanted to make sure at least a part of the soap had the pink and the white. So I used titanium dioxide for the scented portion. Right now it's sort of a creamy color, and we'll see what happens to that over time. But the top for sure is going to stay pink with the little white swirls in it. And this was supposed to have like my fancy swirls in it, but I discounted my water, which I don't know what I was thinking. It was late. I wasn't thinking, obviously. That's not a very wise thing to do when you're going to try to do swirls, because then it starts to firm up, before you can get those swirls, and you need that to be at a really light trace. And this was already pretty heavy once I poured it in. So the colors mostly stayed on the top, and I couldn't drag them around like I normally would. But I think it's okay. I think these will be fine, especially if the bottoms do darken more than this. I'm happy that the tops at least will still be white and pink. So these are these bars. Once they're firmer, I'll bevel them and clean up the edges and smooth out the sides. It got messed up coming off of the plastic molds, or the plastic inserts, whatever you call them. Alright, so this is what I have going on here, and I'll be making some more soap later today, so I'll have another video up soon. Alright everyone, thank you, bye bye.